Hello, folks. This is your host, Tammy Tuckey, and you are now listening to the Tiara Talk Show. We bring you rare interviews with the makers of Disney magic. Whether they be singers, actors, Imagineers, animators, they have all made their mark on the Disney name. Be sure to check out the show notes, other episodes, contests, our social media pages from Facebook to Twitter, and more on our official website at www.thetiaratalkshow.com. Did you know you could save up to $600 on a 5-night, 6-day Disney hotel room? This also includes a ticket and dining plan package for a family of 4 at select Disney resort hotels from January 5th through March 7th, 2015. Contact the Tiara Talk Show's official travel agent, James from Destinations in Florida, for more details. Go to destinationsinflorida.com/tiara or call James directly at 855-434-9397. But hurry, this offer must be booked by December 29th, 2014. All guest opinions are theirs and theirs alone and do not represent the opinions of the Tiara Talk Show or the host. The Tiara Talk Show is not associated with the Disney Company. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode. And from all of us here at the Tiara Talk Show, have a hoop-de-doo day. This week at the Tiara Talk Show, we are welcoming back our Cast Member Corner segment, in which we speak to cast members of the Disney theme parks from around the world. I'd like to welcome Duncan McPherson, who is also a 15-year Walt Disney World cast member. Welcome, Duncan.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, what inspired you to work at Walt Disney World?
Well, I always liked Disney growing up, and living in Northern California, we would go down to Disneyland in Anaheim about every other year with my family or friends. We would go down and visit the parks. I always said, I'm going to work here one day. And then, like I said, I've always enjoyed the movies and the animation and everything that Disney has to offer. Originally from Santa Cruz, California, which is in Northern California, about an hour and a half south of San Francisco, and then moved here in 1999.
Your first job was working at Boardwalk Resort as on the front desk, correct?
On the front desk, yeah. So, no, I always wanted... Well, I studied hospitality management in college at San Jose State University, and so I've always wanted to work in some portion of the hospitality industry, but I've always enjoyed what Disney has in hospitality of guest service and such. So that was always my goal. But it could have been Disneyland or Disney World. But I found I liked that there was more to do at Disney World. Disneyland is very nice, but there's a lot more sprawl and just resorts on top of resorts there.
And more opportunities for you.
And there's more opportunities out here in Orlando.
You also said that you worked at Innoventions, because we were emailing back and forth. So you worked on Where's the Fire, the Ultimate Home Theater, and the segways.
Yeah, I got to ride the segways around, telling people, now they're out and about almost on every street corner in pretty much all 50 states, but we were the first. Disney World Innoventions was the first one to show them out to the public, because
and those are hard to ride. Those are very hard to ride. I've ridden them before, and they're not easy.
No, you have to it keeps your balance, but you gotta keep your eyes and ears open, or you may run into something.
I love Where's the Fire. That's one of my favorite games to play at Innoventions.
I enjoy it, especially with Where's the Fire, showing fire safety and such. We got
it's
more
very
and more
educational. That's what Innoventions is, and some people miss it all the time too because they just walk right by it.
Yeah, I mean they're always changing venues, and new things are coming. New things are coming in or out. So. But the main thing was to educate people in a fun way.
Are you a Findmores or the Searchwells?
Oh, I have played on both sides. I was a Findmore.
Do you have a preference?
I search well.
And you also worked at the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, that was a blast. The Food and Wine Festival, Flower Garden. Yeah, and you can't miss that. And the concerts, I mean, yes, you've got the food, the wine, the flowers, but I think one of the hidden gems is going to see the concerts of the artists that people have grown up with over the years. I mean,
what was your favorite concert to see?
Oh, before he passed away, Davy Jones. I've seen Herman's Hermits. I just saw Big Bad Voodoo Daddy for the this last Food and Wine Festival. You talk to you hear most of them, and they're like, "We're going to Disney World."
And then we'll move on to Hollywood Studios, formerly known as the MGM Studios. You also worked at Star Tours before it was revamped.
It was revamped a couple years back, and I started in 2012. It was revamped in 2009, and so
were you just guiding people to their Star Tours vehicles?
Vehicles and sending them on their way on their next journey. Then after that, I moved over to the American Idol experience. Just going through the whole process. I just enjoyed that people could come in, sing, and just try their best, and then be told, "Hey, you're going up on the stage," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yep, you're going." We had a great warm up crew, but we'd be in there clapping and doing any dance moves just to get everybody all pepped up, ready for the show.
And now you work at Indiana Jones' Epic Stunt Show. Sometimes there will be something that happens where a stunt will not work. Do you guys have something prepared to make sure? We're kind of in charge of the operations of the theater, and then we have a great entertainment crew who's they are good at the show must go on, and they'll maybe tweak something just here and there. There's two parts of it. There's the entertainment and the operations. The operations helps seat the guests. I am one of the ushers. What is one of your favorite memories from working on this show and other shows?
Favorite memories are going to be working at American Idol. Just getting people over the age of 18, getting up there to perform, and just having a ball doing it. Got them up there, got them, found the right song for them, and they would steal the show.
And what is one of your favorite Walt Disney World attractions? And what is one of your favorite Walt Disney World shows?
Favorite show would have to be Festival of the Lion King over at Animal Kingdom. I go see that
Good choice.
all the time. But my favorite kind of hidden gem that I go see every time is definitely going to go see Voice of Liberty in the American Adventure. Mm-hmm. They're the pre-show. Yep. They are top-notch entertainers, singers, and they're one of those hidden gems that people kind of walk by, and I'm like, you have to go see the Voice of Liberty. And right now they're doing their Christmas sets, and they're excellent. And then my favorite attraction, Soarin' over at Epcot.
Since you have been working at the parks for 15 years, if you were meeting a family or a group of people who were just getting to Walt Disney World for the first time, what would be the one piece of advice you'd definitely give them? Take breaks.
I always tell people, benches are allowed to be sat on. Don't rush. Don't rush. Enjoy the little things. Usually the shows have 2 or 3 show times. Don't try to rush to that first show. There's maybe 2 or 3 show times during the day you can get to. Grab definitely during the summertime, drink lots of water.
And don't cut lines. Be nice to people. That's one of the other things I say. Be nice. It's really cool because you never know who you're going to be talking to ever in the lines. And it's great. Yeah. Have a conversation. I always say have a conversation. Get off the electronics. You do not need to be on the electronics. Have fun, Yeah,
but... enjoy yourself, and like you said, talk to people online. You'll meet people. I have met people from all 50 states, all over the world, who all know, especially the international guests. They love Disney. They've either seen a movie or heard about, that's what it's all about. Just getting to know, getting to meet people, and and I've had families bump into friends and not even know that they were down the park at the same time. One of my experiences was I bumped into a young man I went to kindergarten with and didn't even know he was coming down. Just whatever that's right. I was in Innoventions doing one of my shows. He looked at me and he goes, "We went to kindergarten together." I'm like, "You're kidding," and then I recognized him.
I always have 3 Disney questions I always ask my guests. They're called the Fab 3, the Donald, Goofy, and Mickey one. So we'll start with the Donald one. So as a child, what Disney film would you always watch over and over again?
Over and over again. Well, there was no Frozen, so okay. Growing up, my favorite has always been The Jungle Book. I could watch that over and over and over again.
And now my goofy question, what Disney character do you think would be your best friend if you met them in person?
Probably Baloo, and again from The Jungle Book. But that has been, that's been always my go-to character. Been my favorite character since I saw the movie.
And our Mickey question, if I asked you to name any Disney song at this moment, what immediately comes to mind?
Oh, my Chim Chim Cherry from Mary Poppins, because I've always been a Dick Van Dyke fan, and that has always been one of my favorite Sherman Brothers songs that they created for that movie.
And I have to sing it. Go ahead.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo, a sweep is as lucky as you.
Perfect. Yay! I'm giving you a standing ovation. Well, thank you so much, Duncan, for coming on the show. This has been a wonderful time talking with you on our latest edition of Cast Member Corner on the Tiara Talk Show. Before we grab our whips and our Indiana Jones hats, I wanted you to tell me one word that comes to mind when you think about the 15 years that you've spent working at the Disney Company.
Oh, exciting. Very exciting. When we started there 15 years ago, I actually celebrated the Millennium Celebration scene, going from 1999 to 2000, and it's been a fun ride since day one.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?